Hey, what's up, everyone? I just want to make a comment about the Manny Pacquiao versus De La Hoya fight. I know everyone was disappointed in how the outcome came, but people are thinking, a lot of people were saying on YouTube that De La Hoya wasn't throwing any punches and he wasn't really putting any effort to win the fight. But in reality, yes, we all know that his skills have deteriorated and he's not the same fighter that he was, in the 90s. But, for me, he was one of my favorite boxers back in the 90s. He was one of the best pound for pound fighters back then. But this year, it's 2008. Times have changed. And my man, Manny Pacquiao, he's the man right now. He has risen from the grave. He's really came up. He started as a nobody. And he worked his way up, defeating all the great Mexican fighters. That's how he got his respect. That's how even the Mexicans respect him for that, for what he's doing. Not just beating Mexican fighters, but being, the best fighter in the world, not backing down from anybody. So you got to give him respect. Manny Pacquiao, that's my man. So, but back to the De La Hoya Pacquiao fight. A lot of people are saying De La Hoya wasn't punching, throwing his jab, throwing his left hook. Well, you know what? He wasn't doing that on purpose. The reason why, okay, for people that don't know, the reason why he wasn't throwing his jab a lot, or he wasn't coming with a right or a left hook, because Manny was bobbing and weaving, and like De La Hoya was kind of like, okay, what's he gonna do, And then every time De La Hoya tried to come in, Manny Pacquiao would always throw that leading left punch, and it just snuck right between his hands, right to his face. So every time De La Hoya tried to come in, Manny would just throw that surprising left hand right at his face. So it was like impossible for De La Hoya to even come in and do any damage, And so then, Manny came in, he came in with a game plan. Freddie Roach did a really brilliant job clearing up how to neutralize De La Hoya's punches. So, De La Hoya is a champion. De La Hoya is a champion, but his game plan was wrong. And Manny beat him to the punch. And that's the reason why Manny won, because not only, he fights for the Filipino people, He doesn't fight for money like a lot of other boxers out there, I'm not going to name any boxers, but, I think Manny's one of the few boxers today in this boxing world who will fight, for their people, for their country. And I think that's what boxing is missing right now, is that the excitement is gone, and what can you do? Money's taking over. So anyway, Manny's one of the few boxers who fight for the country, and we need that. I think we need that more. But I can't wait for the Hatton versus Pacquiao fight. Hopefully it'll happen. Most likely it will happen in England. It's really going to be like rocking over there. I know that, because shoot, the English crowd, when they watch fight, with supporting Hatton here, in the U.S., they come here to, like, bring it their all, So it's going to be great. It would be great if they had that fight in England. And you know what? I would say Manny's going to win that fight too, because look what Mayweather did to Hatton, First of all, look what Mayweather did to De La Hoya. Mayweather wasn't able to knock De La Hoya down or do any much damage, And so look what Manny did to De La Hoya. See what he did? He was able to make him quit. Did Mayweather do that? No, he did not. So, you know what? It doesn't matter what people think. In my opinion, I think Manny Pacquiao is the best pound for pound fighter right now. He's enjoying the moment. Let's all cherish it, because these times will never come back again. So let's enjoy the moment. And every boxer will reach their their peak, and they'll reach a certain age where their skills are going to crumble down. And I know that that'll happen to every boxer, every champion. It has happened. And unfortunately, it happened to De La Hoya. My hat goes down to De La Hoya for what a great boxing career he had. But yeah, he really needs to hang up his gloves and just call it quits, because that's it, Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Manny's still the man. De La Hoya, goodbye. Bring on Hatton, bring on Mayweather. You know, because Pacquiao is going to be ready. You know, he prepares his fight as if it's his last fight, you know. So he doesn't back down from anybody. You know, bring it on. Bring on the competition. So that's all I got to say. Manny was just a better fighter. He was more prepared. You know what? Did you see the part where Manny was actually walking to the ring and he was actually smiling? They're like, I think I'll just like, I'm going to win the fight already. You know, he was so confident that he knew that he got this fight won. And then you got De La Hoya, who's all serious and like, you know what, I'm going to kick his ass or whatever, you know, but he never did. So what I like about Manny is that he proved all the critics wrong, the American media, anybody who was against Manny Pacquiao just because of his size, how small he was. You know, he even weighed more than De La Hoya and on the night of the fight. So, hey, you got to give props to the smaller man, you know. David beat Goliath that night, so what can I say? Anyway, good luck to Manny Pacquiao in all his upcoming fights. Hopefully his promoter would make the Hatton fight happen soon. Most likely it will, so I'm excited for that. If that ever happens, I might even fly to England to watch the fight, because this will be one of the fights that will be remembered for a very, very long time. Anyway, that's all I got to say. If you have any comments, you know, put them up on YouTube. I'll be happy to hear, you know, what anyone's got to say about Manny. So, until then, next time, I'll see you guys later. All right. Peace.